Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. It's old Pappy back with another Dino Squad adventure here. Gonna get started right away. I'm really excited about this game in particular because what I'm noticing, and this is what I'm going to be showing in the video here, is that we're starting to see a bit more human players in the game. You know what I mean? Like this game, when it first started out, there was some AI in there, lots of AI, and it was kind of tricky at first because, of course, they all went under human names, and so you'd get weird dinos like JoJo Reference, and I can't remember what some of the other names were, but they were anyway. At first, I thought they were all humans, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy, this is great, and then I would start to realize that as I played more and more games, I kept seeing the same players over and over and over again. So one of the things I'm really noticing now, though, is that the game is really starting to take off. You're starting to see some real positive comments about it on the App Store review. I'm on iOS. I'm sure on the gameplay with Android, you're going to see the same thing. So I just wanted to get in here and just have a quick little match, not specifically to try to teach you any tips or to show you anything at this point, but just to get in there and just enjoy the game, have some fun, and really start to notice some of these new human players that you're seeing out there. One of the things I love about getting in on the ground floor of a game like this is that you start to meet some of these guys. Like, look at this guy here. Some Guy is the name of him. I laughed when I saw the name. He's off to the left there, hiding behind the mound now. But that name was great because there used to be a guy in War Robots I played against all the time. He was actually, and then I joined him in a clan, and his name was Some Dude, and I kind of thought, that's kind of cool, man. Like, who's that guy? Oh, he's just some guy. Sort of self-deprecating, but also enjoyable as well. So, obviously my name's Old Pappy. I've had that name in War Robots since 2014. It's just who I am now at this point, and I'm sure you guys out there have picked some really cool names as well. And so I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you guys in the next weeks and months as we continue to play the game and grow together and all that kind of stuff. But let's keep on rocking here. Let's see what we're doing. So I'm going to jump in here with my Primarch, and I got twin machine guns. I'm going to give the old player KSB barbecue here a little bit of a how do you like me now? Give him a little bit of shot in the back. Take down that guy, got him with the kill. This is kind of a cool map. I like the rock outcroppings. I like the bit of cover. It could almost have a little bit more cover, couldn't it? When you're looking around the bottom of the rocks, it's a great place for you to hide if you're a little tiny Velociraptor style guy. And look at this guy up here trying to be a sniper. Well, that's great as long as no one sees you sniping. but I see him. I'm going to see if I can give him a tail swack, and got him. Got the double kill. I'm going to see if I can hone in. Oh, the guy got me. I'm getting beaten down here a little bit. There's a guy here that's shooting me. I don't remember the name of the weapons now, but I think it's a Wasp, I think, is what that little Velociraptor guy was shooting me with. That's kind of a deadly little weapon. It shoots these kind of little projectiles, these arcing green projectiles that are quite deadly. I don't have those yet. Unfortunately, I don't have all the fancy new gear. I'm just like every other player. I'm just kind of starting and playing when I can, and I also I still play War Robots and a couple other games. So I'm finding my time to be a bit divided between this game and others. So it might take a little bit longer than I would hope to get my hangar built up, but that's cool. It's not the destination, it's the journey, right? I mean, it's really. That's the point of the game, is to kind of have fun as you go and not just get all the top gear in the first week. But I got to take a step back because I got to tell you that one of the things I am noticing when you see more human players in the game, and I played another game a little bit later on in the day where I really ran into this, was some of the players who really are devoting the time to the game are starting to upgrade their hangars a lot. And so there was one guy, I can't remember, I think it was called Warzone in another game I played. The guy just absolutely hammered me. He ended up getting 26 kills. Can you imagine? Guess how many times he died? That's right, 0. So he got 26 kills, 0 deaths, and that guy was amazing. He was also crazy, super powered. And so one of the things I think that we're going to see as we move on with the game as well is that as more players come on, I'm sure they're going to start bringing in levels in terms of matchmaking, trying to make sure that guys are not getting matched up against players that are too far out of their league, right? It's fun to have some competition. You don't want to get curb stomped every time you play, and it's really on the other side of the things. If you are the guy doing the curb stomp, and you get tired of that as well, right? I mean, that's kind of the way it goes. So, I'm looking forward to that as the game goes on. And I'm going to talk a little bit as well as you keep watching me do the gameplay here. I'm just giving everybody a little bit of a chompity-do with my Scorcher here. It's one of my favorite dinos, a big Tyrannosaurus here with the flamethrowers. I'm hoping to get the heavier versions of the flamethrowers at some point. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm getting zapped myself. Run away, run away. Gotta get away from this guy. There's that some dude again, son of a gun. He's giving it to me good right here. But anyway, one of the things I'd like to talk a little bit about is what would I like to see in the game in the future? Well, you know, what I would like to see, if they are going to keep this mode, which is endless respawning and towers, I really would love to see at least an option for a mode that is closer to the War Robots style of play. And by that I mean having a limited hangar where you only have so many respawns, or if you only have so many of your dinos or whatever it's going to be, so that it becomes each dino becomes more precious and more valuable in your hangar. Because the one fundamental thing I'm not 100% a fan of in terms of this game versus what I'd like to see is the endless respawning. Because I find any game you play where you can just respawn over and over and over again, it sort of makes each of your individual dinos less important and valuable to your game. If you can just die, it doesn't matter what it is in life or anything, man. If you're playing basketball and you have unlimited fouls, and you don't get fouled out after 5 fouls or whatever the number is, it becomes a bit meaningless. Fouls become meaningless, don't they? You can just hit a guy every time he goes up for a layup. Just hit him and hit him and hit him and hit him, and who cares? And that's the one thing about this game that I really would love to see worked on and developed and changed possibly in the future is let's make each of the dinos more important. Let's make them more valuable. Let's make it so that the stakes are higher. You know, you want to protect and make sure that you are taking care on the battlefield and playing smart with strategy rather than just kind of mindlessly running around shooting everybody, knowing that basically who cares, because when you die, you'll just respawn anyway. That's really always on my wish list as we go forward, because I know that the Dino Squad guys are actually asking players, what do you want to see in the game? That's what I want to see in the game going forward. But anyway, this game's going to wrap up pretty soon here. I think we got these guys pretty hemmed in. Yeah, you look at that. We got all 4 of the towers spawned in, and this is one of these weird little glitches you'll find in the game that hopefully they're going to get fixed, is that if you cap all the towers in the end part of a game, eventually the AI gets trapped in their own home spawn. So we've got these guys totally hemmed in. You know, the humans are able to get out. There goes some guy. The AI is not. And so this game is basically over. I don't think my score was super great in this one, but that wasn't the point. It was just to get out there and have some fun, enjoy myself. And I actually got a sneaking suspicion that maybe the Reds were a bit short-handed in this game. That might be on the matchmaking, so hopefully that'll get improved as the future goes on. Let's check it out. Came third, got top assists though. Which isn't bad. I mean, it's not the best game I've ever played. And yeah, look at that. So it was at the end of the day, it was 6 versus 4. That's not really fair, but look at that. Beast mode was there. A Sea Saber was there. Some guy is there. I'm there. So we got at least four good human players in that one. And I'm looking forward to getting 6 versus 6 human battles in the near future. So anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like and subscribe, obviously. Drop me a line in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you on the battlefield.